are you doing? So I'm trying things again. You'll have to tell me, where are you watching from? So be sure to put in the chat, are you watching from YouTube horizontal, YouTube vertical, TikTok vertical, first time trying a live stream over there, or Twitch, which we've been doing the YouTube and Twitch horizontal for a while now, right? But tonight, actually, let me pop that chat out also so I can combine the things, hopefully. So we're going to see how this does, because I haven't any idea whether or not it's going to work. I do have TikTok pulled up, and it looks good so far, other than my face is too big. Anyway, how are you guys doing tonight? Let me get to my right thing. Okay, there we go. Mary is watching YouTube horizontal. Deb Watkins is saying hello from Texas. Karen is watching from YouTube horizontal. I'm assuming that most people are watching the horizontal because I got those set up first. Okay. Jim says normal view. I'm going to go up to the top. Oh, that was from the last stream. And that also tells me I do need to move that on my vertical. So if it looks weird, it's because most of this is designed for my horizontal stream. And I've got some things moved over so it looks good on vertical, but not everything. I am trying to. So we did have the bats playing earlier, and I'm glad that things started working again. Ms. Ruth was one of the first folks in on this stream. Fabulous. And Ms. Eilite, who lived from Germany. Jim sent Dawn and I am. So what that is about is normally when I get done with my live stream, Dawn, the Crafty Visage, is usually streaming on YouTube, and we redirect my YouTube stream from here to her. So that should be good. Eilite wants to know if there's any gremlins around. So far, so good. I'm not sure if there's going to be any. Maureen, of course, is saying, be right back. Dinner's here. I don't have dinner yet. And Todd is just now about to head out on his bike, so we will be eating when I get done and when he gets done. Cordelia is saying hello to everyone. Miss Linda Gorman is in the house. Hello, Miss Margie Ryan. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to hit another welcome out for everybody because I can. Oh, that really looks weird on vertical. I have to make some changes on vertical, I think. Okay. Who else? Miss Mary, which I did see it popped up at the top of the chat that you are a member on my YouTube channel. So fabulous. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Cordelia. Cordelia has actually been a member for longer than anybody else. I absolutely love her to death. Susan Smurf Murphy! Oh my god, I think this is the first time that I've known that you've been in my, in my stream. I only know you from being in the chat on Craft Roulette, and I, most of the time, don't get a chance to make a card for Craft Roulette. I need to do it more. I was planning on doing it this weekend, and then I got busy yesterday, didn't get it done. So, anyhow, hi, more people that arrived from Miss Ruth, Linda Gorman. Yeah, I'm still scrolling down, guys. Okay, so Carlos is saying, I've only seen Debbie J once, so I'm ready to see her again. Well, thank you so much. That is so super sweet. I have to apologize. If you're here because you got an email saying that I was going live at 6:30 to play with Cards by Kendra stuff, that was Sunday. Yeah. So you can go back and watch the replay of that. It is still on my YouTube channel, so you can watch that, but it's not tonight. And I've recently set up an automatic email to go out on Tuesdays and Thursdays so that number one, I stay on track, and number two, you guys get notified. And I was supposed to go back and fix that one, because it still need to go out, but it was supposed to say something different. So it was supposed to say, I'm going live tonight. So a second email went out, and hopefully y'all got that one. And there should have been a third email saying I'm going live now, right before the live stream tonight. Okay, so what else do we have? Margie says I've only seen her once too. Oh my goodness, you guys are new. I hope I don't scare you away. And I like that you all dancing with me. I try to have fun, and I like to make sure that you guys have fun too. So one of the things that I have been pulling over from Twitch is that they are so interactive with the audience on their streams over there. Mostly it's gaming, so it's easier to be able to play a game while other stuff's going on. But I wanted to bring as much of that over here for you guys. So we got the purple heart. This just means probably, I haven't scrolled down enough to see, but it probably means Mary put a lot of hearts in the chat. So we do have the emote wall. That's what that was. So you type something in the chat, it pops up there. And I'm just looking over at my TikTok. There went the Todd. He's running off. Oh, okay, everybody's watching. Most people are watching horizontal. That is fine. Mary says that she says something about twitch.tv because she is on twitch.tv as well. So she's on both. There she is. So she is actually streaming from watching from both of them. Susan Smurf Murphy is watching YouTube horizontal. Margie said, I didn't know there were two ways. This is something new. This is something new. So, not too long ago, and I think it's where you've been able to do it, but it's been difficult. There's a lot of things when you try to do extra stuff on YouTube that could be difficult. In order to stream to more than one place, you either need to be using something like Restream, or you need to have a strong enough computer, or both. So, yeah. I shared the live video. What? Oh, okay. So this is a message from TikTok. It says I shared the live video. So apparently, because I went live, it's now shared somewhere that I didn't hit a button. Okay. Lady Antique, welcome. Welcome from Eustis. I'm up in Sanford. I'm not too far away from you. Okay, and then we have a Karen who is watching from Brooklyn. Welcome, welcome. Is that a new piece of art behind you? Are you talking about this big, humongous blue screen over here? No. That is, my husband's one of his new monitors. My computer, my main monitor, because you guys, if you've been here a while, you know that my craft desk is my computer desk. It's basically all the things. So I've got 3 monitors because I think I might be a little bit OCD and ADHD, so I go all over the place. So I've got 3 monitors going on, and my main one here, I hadn't really noticed it. I mean, I think I was noticing that something was getting brighter kind of in the middle, but I didn't realize it was something wrong with the monitor. So when I decided that I had a problem with the monitor, he's like, oh, well, I want a new monitor for me. Why don't I give you this one? So it kind of went, oh, yeah, we wound up upgrading a few different things. But yeah, one of them that was the TV in the bedroom. Anyway, so I do have a new monitor, so everything is working great. I have two of them that match and one that doesn't, but that's okay. So Mary is saying, I've been a member for 10 months and 9 days, something. Well, for some reason it was popping up that you were like a new member, so I don't know. Maybe you just haven't been in the stream since. Hi, Sully. So maybe you just haven't been in the stream since then. Oh, it looked good on TikTok. Oh my God. Sully took over the screen. So we have Sandy Metula's in the house. Welcome, welcome. And Susan Smurf Murphy is working on her craft roulette for Friday right now. Fabulous. Yeah. I haven't done mine yet. I haven't done mine. Okay, when I was saying that those purple hearts were from Mary, I'd say, yeah. She did them 3 times, so she put a lot of them up there. And I don't have a restriction on that at this point. Streamlabs says 3 times combo. I didn't know I had Streamlabs turned on at all. Mary says hi to the Todd and bye to the Todd. And something made her dizzy. I think it was probably all of the hearts. Okay, I'm almost to the bottom. I'm at 5:45. I'm like 3 minutes behind. Okay, I keep the timestamps turned on so I can see what happened when. Margie says she is technologically challenged. We all are, and I like to play. I'm self-taught with so many things. I taught myself Windows. I taught myself Microsoft Office. I think it was 1992, something like that. So I taught myself everything basically while I was working a job that I was kind of hired to do stuff that I don't understand. I was hired in at this one company to do, basically to do the billing. Except they had one bill a month they were sending out, so I have no idea how I got hired. But while I was there, I taught myself everything, everything computer related. I taught myself Peachtree accounting software. So by the time I left there, I was doing everything. I was doing all the financial statements and everything. Reconciliations, all the stuff. So I'm kind of still in that boat. I like to tinker. I don't want to really, most of the time I don't want to start from scratch. So I take somebody else's stuff and I tinker. I twist it a little bit. Same thing like with card designs. Let's bring it back to what we're here for. Card designs or crafting or anything like that. You can take somebody else's idea or inspiration and add your own little twist to it. Now, I have to admit, at this point, I look at a die set, I start cutting things out, and then I just start assembling. And I have no idea if it's somebody else's idea or not. It's possible that it's very similar to somebody else's. I try my best not to. Hey, Miss Terry Cooper, welcome, honey. How you doing? Yeah, Fortnite is changing on Friday, so we're gonna have to play on Friday. As long as I got all my stuff done. Okay, Jay is saying hello, and it is thanks to Jay that I sent out that update email saying, oops, I sent the wrong email this morning, because he was the first one I got an email from saying, did you know that this was wrong? So I really appreciate that, Jay. Thank you so much. Linda says, remember to like the video. Yes, please like and subscribe. If you're not already following me on whatever platform that you're on, be sure to go ahead and do that so that you can catch the next time I go live or have it upload. And if you're not already following me, if you're not already subscribed to me on YouTube, go ahead and do that. That way you get notified every time I upload a new video. Okay. So Mary was just showing me some love. Okay, Lady Antique says, thank you, so great to hear. Oh, the other shoulder. Other shoulder, then this is where on vertical you can't see it. There is, in the back there, on this side, there is a rug on the wall. It's not new. At Christmas time, we have a tree in front of it because we basically tie it up. We may not have to do that this year. Because I've had cats, we tied, half of a artificial tree up to that, bungee corded up so that the cats wouldn't knock it down. But now that one's not. Miss Diane Kaiser from Ohio. Welcome. My in-laws are up there. They're up in Upper
Mary's CRAFTY Creations 11 asked me, will Debbie J get the points thing working for us? Well, if Debbie J knows what they're doing, maybe. But if they're fumbling around like a rookie, don't hold your breath. Just sit tight and enjoy the ride.
Love you, Mary. Try doing exclamation point points because it should be working. Linda says, Diane says, where in Ohio? She's from Parma. Also, if you're not aware, Ms. Elizabeth Costa Rogers, who sometimes pops in, sometimes doesn't. She's a busy bee. She, is also from up in Ohio. Jim says he's missed everyone and we have missed everybody. What? We have TR in the house. TR was actually the person that introduced me to Craft Roulette initially. So, Diane is from Lancaster. So, welcome in, TR. It's been a while. I always miss you. If you're gone for a week, I miss you. Anyway. Kathleen says that she is here from Webb City, Missouri. Please don't restrict. Who am I restricting? I'm putting you on restriction, Mary. You're grounded. Why can't you do your Santa check? Did you type it? Why are they? And Carlos is getting impatient. Are you going to show us how to create a card? Of course I am. So I don't know why that wouldn't be working. How do I get comments? How do you get, I'm actually using something called, Social Stream Ninja. It's made by the same folks that make OBS Ninja. And OBS Ninja, for you guys that don't already know, it is the kind of the software behind the scenes at least this is what I was told by Diddy Penny, that Craft Roulette uses to bring in their guests. So I still struggle a little bit with OBS Ninja just because some of these things are they're not as intuitive, but this is really cool. It's the Social Stream Ninja is what makes it so I can pop up the comments, and this is straight in OBS. I'm not using StreamYard or anything like that, but I'm able to do all of that. Also, it's what makes that emote wall, so that is super cool. Hey, Stamper Girl. Eventually I'm gonna get down there. Okay, so Leanne made a comment back to what I was saying before. Yes, almost never use a design as presented, but the inspiration is beyond helpful. Okay, I have something new for you guys that are on horizontal that you haven't seen me have up here before. Up here in the corner, it has ads are running. That is on Twitch. So, at least it's supposed to be. I haven't looked on Twitch. Well, I don't think it would show for me. If you're on Twitch and there's not an ad running, let me know. But that is for anybody who is not a paid subscriber on my channel on Twitch. If you pay for a subscription, then you usually get out of the ads as one of the Twitch things. But that's what that's for, because I never know when they're running over there. Okay, why did it not work? Okay, I have to check my thing. Random's working. I bet I know. And I'm gonna apologize because I bet I know why they're not working. Do I still have this? I don't have them turned off. That shows that they're on. And that shows that they're on. Test trigger. Why is cat not working? Why is the kitty not working? Studio mode. I'm gonna try and see if I can figure that one out because it's not right. I'm gonna go ahead and say I am sorry again. I know, y'all want to see a card. We're gonna be making a card, I promise. And right now, I have not heard from Dawn, so I don't know when or if she is going live tonight, but... So... Here's the bats. Here's the kitty. So do I have anything turned off that's not supposed to be turned off? I'm looking. Okay. So my YouTube point system is supposed to be working. I'm going to test the trigger again on the cat. Why is that not working? I don't know. I will have to break it all and refix it again. Anyhow, so for those folks, I'm going to still look down the chat one more time, make sure I didn't miss anything else. I am so sorry. I don't know. Kelly is here from Lancashire. Channel points on Twitch aren't working. That, I think I know what that one was. That's because I turned them off at one point because I didn't want those things to be interrupting my stream when I was doing things for the Sunday night stream. It's confusing combining all the things. Okay, so Twitch settings. Somebody else popped in. Who was it? Hey, Susie, how you doing, honey? Okay, I'm trying to remember where it was that this is on there. Channel point rewards are there. Maybe it's on my Twitch thing. It might be. So I have to find that page. At least I'm not in follower only mode or anything like that. How did I do that? I know I did it. I know I set it up. I know I did it. And I remember doing it. There we go. Channel points are back on. Ah, gosh, I'm so sorry. And of course, you guys don't understand. If you do any kind of streaming on YouTube, you really don't understand how much stuff is behind the scenes on a Twitch stream. I mean, and they move things around and I have no idea where they are. Anyway, I don't know why things are not working for you folks on YouTube. But at least we've got the ones working again on Twitch. So if you want to use the channel points on Twitch, you can go over there to do that. And it is twitch.tv/WJ's Crafting Corner. Okay, who's impatient? Kelly is impatient. Leanne says, I love that you start your lives later so we can watch after work. That was actually the main idea. And okay, and TR, of course, she's got stuff to do, and I, of course, have taken up a half hour of chatting with the chat. Okay, so what we're going to play with, let me go ahead and switch my screen, because, yeah, I just opened this today, and I hadn't actually opened up some of the new stuff that just came in the mail, okay? These were released as of the 10th, and it's Spellbinders. And it is the Cheers collection. So oh God, let me fix that. That looks better. Okay. Anyway, it's the Cheers collection. So I figured I would play with some of this stuff. I haven't pre-played with them. So I haven't done anything yet. Okay. Leanne says Twitch is confusing. I've been trying. Mary, of course, says stop with the Spellbinders. The reason that she's saying stop with the Spellbinders is because she loves Spellbinders. And why I needed to fix that. There's something I didn't add to. I apparently didn't add my emote wall and stuff over to my vertical. Which kind of sucks. But that's it. Okay, so anyway, what we've got in the collection that I've got anyway. Okay, I need to fix that because now people are putting lots and lots of things up on the screen. Okay, vertical effects. And I have no idea if I don't think studio mode works for that. Yeah, I don't think I can fix it on the vertical side because I don't know how to do that part while I'm actually streaming. Okay. Terry is asking, Mary, are you ready for Friday? Because Friday is going to be a fork knife. We're going to be playing. Or at least I need to get some stuff done first. And then Kelly's got lots of kitties up there. So these are the things that I want. I got, and there's more stuff that I want because there's Halloween stuff in this collection. I mean, okay, first off, and this collection is called Cheers. So first off, we've got this lovely Better Press with all these fun glasses. And if you get the bundle, I'm assuming you can get the Better Press plate without the extra, but if you get the bundle, it has, where'd they go? It's got stencil to go with it. Yeah, layered classy glasses stencil. I'm also thinking this is going to be gorgeous on hot foil because I foil everything I get with a Better Press. I always foil it. Okay. Then we've got a glass, and this one is called Sunset in a Glass. So we've got our little drink there, and we've got, I was wondering, what the world is that? That's water. It's like, okay, so you've got basically, so you can set it up to be a sunset in there. We've got this one that is called Lush Leaves. This is a 3D embossing folder, and I know that there were some folks had mentioned that they were having issues trying to get it's a glass from the retreat. Anyway, they're trying to get an embossing folder to ink up and basically like stamp and impress at the same time. And of course, I've got this. These, I believe the website shows that they are as of, let me pull up my new, I've got a new Linktree thing. It's not Linktree, it's actually done by Doris. And it's got all my new links and stuff are on there. So refresh, that's not right anymore, I changed it. So I got that set up. And I hadn't actually checked this yet, and it does have me, well, that's cool. It does show me as live at these ones. Fabulous. And it's got it does show the Twitch stream on there. Awesome. So if I go and pull up Spellbinders, so it's got links to my favorite stores, which Spellbinders is one of them. New arrivals for August. Oh, what's that? That's not right. Okay, let me see. Where did that that goes away. And this comes up there. I don't know what happened. Anyway, here are the new things from Spellbinders. These are the ones for the August new collection. So August new arrivals. And there's so many cute things. Oh my god. Like, I did get the camera, so that's cool. I got that one. It's a different collection. It's not this one. This one is let's see. This one is the Cheers collection. It says Happy Hour. It's Happy Hour, but this says, my stuff said Cheers. Anyway. So the Happy Hour collection. So this is one. This is one of the ones that we've got. Sunset in a Glass. Isn't that just adorable? I mean, that is just friggin' adorable. So parts of this, there's a couple of these little dies here are for the islands, and then you've got the water, and then the cherry I think is taken from a different set, probably from this set. So I've got both sets to be able to, actually I've got all the products to make that specific one, plus I've got a different background. Yes, new dancey thingies. I want the dancey thingies too. I didn't get it. So I will be shopping. I have to, because the stuff is too, it's just, okay, back up to August collections. The ones that I have to have is where is it? It's under Happy Hour collection. I need this. I need this in my life. Anybody else agree with me on that? I need that. So yeah, I was hoping it was in with what I've got. I really need to go back through all of my Spellbinder stuff, like I have done with a lot of my too much stash, and start pulling out the things that I know I'm never going to use. If that makes sense. I'm going to use most of the things from Spellbinders. But if it's not something that is either my style or I've got duplicates, I've got some duplicates that I've bought accidentally, I'm planning on getting rid of them probably by doing a giveaway. Now, I have to figure out what do I want the reason for the giveaway to be, right? What goals do we want to reach? Mary's raising her hands high. And my nose is itching. I love this. Drink Up Witches. But it's also got a skeletal hand. I mean, yeah. And I can tell that it looks like they either stamped in gold or they, did with foil for the background there. This is what I mean. It's like, I don't necessarily look at all the stuff before I decide what I'm gonna do, but oh my god, those are just, and they've got a Christmas one too. It's like, I want all of these. The cocktail ones they're just, I don't know. They're just cute. Love them. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna have some ads again over in 5 minutes over on Twitch. Okay. There's also Happy Haunting. I have to look and see what that is because, yeah, I want all of those. I want them all. I want them. Yeah. I don't have the money to get them all. I just noticed this one is a wax seal that's a ghost. It's a 3D ghost. You see that? Yeah, I'm gonna have to get that. I have to. Oh my god. That is just so cute. Okay, enough about about what is there now. I mean, yeah. There's a lot of stuff that are now out on the Spellbinders website. This time of year, they always come out with a bunch of cool things. They come out with cool things all year round, but they come out with more stuff around Thanksgiving and Christmas, and yeah, they are absolutely fabulous. Love it. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get busy on this. First off, the easiest bit, of course, is the embossing folder. Now, if you don't have a 3D embossing folder yet, Mary says, stop it! Not my fault. They sent it to me, so I have to play. And I need y'all's help so that I can actually afford to get some more of the place. Yeah. I think I want to start off with what color cardstock do I want to do? I think I'm going to start off with a lighter green, and that's so that I can use a darker green with it. And we're going to give this a shot. I'm also going to pull out my Simon Pearly. Now, for 3D embossing folders, thanks for all the welcomes, Terry Cooper. Anyway, if you're not familiar with 3D embossing folders, they came out with them about 1.5 years ago, something like that. And they came out with this. This is for your Platinum 6. I've got a Platinum 6 die cutting machine, and this is the platform that goes with it. This is the universal plate system. It is very similar to a regular. So here's my regular one. Hey, Reese! Welcome in, and thank you for the check-in! So this is a regular one, okay? This one is longer, because the embossing folders they came out with are a bit longer. So there you can see the difference. But here's the big difference. They split this into 2 pieces. And that is so that this is for, you use both of them together when you're wanting to do your die cutting and regular embossing, that sort of thing. Okay? But if you're wanting to use a 3D embossing folder, they split it apart. You take one of the platforms off. You use just platform base A. Also, they've got instructions for all the things on here. So it's really super easy to do. So this one is for building a standard sandwich. It says to use the platform top. This one is for a 3D embossing folder, and it says to not use that top. So we're going to use just that one. We've also got a different plate. This is adapter plate. This is not a cutting blade, not a cutting plate. It is for when you're doing 3D embossing. And I need to move a little bit of stuff I've got sitting over here so that it's out of my way for when I need to move things out of the way. Like the bats. I like the bats. Anyway. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take my 3D embossing folder. And just like regular embossing folders, you're going to be able to tell the difference. This one, you can actually feel the shapes, the rounded shapes of all of the leaves. So this is where you would, if you decided to ink this, you would be inking the leaves themselves and pressing those inks into. So this would make a debossed image. On this side, though, the raised bits are going to be the background. Okay? And that would leave all of the detail. You could get some of the detail with some of the ink too. So what we're going to do is we're going to ink up this side. And I'm just going to use some Simon Pearly Later Gator. It's probably about the same color as the card panel I'm using, but it's still going to be fine. So do I have any kind of white paper that I can put under the, let me put the shim underneath it so that you guys can see what I'm doing. So when I put this on top, it's only going to touch those raised edges, okay, the high edges. And you can kind of see a little bit of the definition. So it is getting a little bit of those pieces that are going to push through. Hello, Handcrafted by Gaz. How you doing? And I probably said that wrong, but I want to say hi anyway. And welcome, welcome. And one thing I had to realize with this kind of technique is it's never going to be perfect, okay? If it's not perfect, that is okay. Okay, so I'm going to put it on this side so I don't get my hands all dirty. And try to move it up to where I think the color is going to go over. Okay. I'm good. You haven't said anything wrong yet. Okay, and now we're going to shut that. And we're going to run it through. Okay, like I said, we're using platform base A, and then we're going to use our adapter plate. And depending on how old your machine is, actually, let me move that down a bit. How old your machine is, it could be pretty tight. The first one I tried it on, I had a very hard time cranking it, okay? And the thing I love the most about that machine is I can pick it up and put it on the floor. Super easy. It's not too heavy. Works fabulous. Okay, let's see how that looks. Okay. Told you that the color was probably pretty close. But look at the detail and definition because I just added that little bit of ink. I love this. That is so pretty. Which means now I've got two cool backgrounds and I don't know which one I want to use, right? Because we've got this and then we've got our letterpress. Yeah. So first things first, let's clean this up. And this doesn't mean that you have to use green on green or anything like that. You can use whatever colors you want to do. But it makes for real quick and easy backgrounds as long as you don't expect them to be absolutely perfect. I have struggled because of I've never been diagnosed, but I'm positive I'm at least a little bit OCD. Hey, Melanie. Welcome, welcome, honey. I don't know if you got a welcome earlier, but I had to give you a welcome back. Okay. Good job. I think that is gorgeous. And I'm Florida, so I love it when I get all the Florida stuff. You know, it's like so cool. We got that one. So that'll make for one background. I only need to make one card, but I might make more than one. I love it. Hybrid embossing folders. Does it come with dies to cut out the leaves? No, it does not. But that doesn't mean you can't fussy cut them. And these shapes are not going to be hard to fussy cut. Okay, let's see. I'm going to try it with white because I haven't done white yet. Which means we're going to cut some of them out. Just cause. I'm going to go with the green ink again. We're going to just do a second panel. And I always have to touch the surface to make sure I'm putting it on the right side. Because we could do it the opposite, but that would mean this side. You see how this one is, everything is impressed? That would be the part that we get the additional ink, is the part that's impressed. I like this look. So pretty. Okay, so these are going to be white with green. Just because I'm using a piece of white cardstock. You could also do I would say you could also use like blue on green cardstock, and I think that would turn out super pretty too. And that's because the blue would basically turn it a deeper color of green, right? Kelly with her leaves. You're awesome, hon. Okay, so we're going to run it through again. Same sandwich. Platform base A, your embossing folder, and then adapter plate D. And that looks kind of cool too. And when I say that it's not going to be perfect, it's like there are these areas that are in the background that really don't get much. Welcome in, Crowberry, over on, over on TikTok. We are making a card. So that's what this is about. I'm a card maker, and I'm live right now on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok. Yeah. Anyway, I'm live on all the platforms, and we are just having fun and making a couple of cards. Okay, so then I'm going to clean this one off. So I just was using a 3D embossing folder to create a couple of backgrounds. And I didn't get all of the ink off. There we go. Could I do that with foil also? One thing, AZG, very good idea. I have used embossing folders with foil cardstock. And do I have any over here? I think I have. I know I've got green somewhere, but I don't know if I've got any cuts. Yes, I do. So, we're going to do it with this one too. This time I'm not going to bother inking because you really don't need to. And the foil would possibly resist it some. So I want to make sure that I'm doing this the right way. So this is the bumpy side, this is the flat side. So I want the flat side to be where the color's going to be. You do know that this is exactly why I wind up with so many extra panels that never get turned into cards, right? This is exactly why that happens. I'm going to run it through one more time. Welcome, welcome, Vivian. I don't know if the thing went off or not, but welcome in, huh? Okay, ready? Oh, huh. I love them all, oh my god, but it's completely different looks. If you do more than one, that means you could cut from the different pieces and then just paper piece them all together, but oh my god, that's too pretty. What do you think? Is that gorgeous or what? Terry Cooper, awesome! So Terry Cooper over on Twitch says, well, my oldest officially starts college on Thursday. Wow, congratulations. Yeah, so now we've got 3 possibilities, but we're not done yet. And I just realized I need to pull out my hot foil system because I am going to have to hot foil those glasses because that is just too pretty not to. I'll also use my which I did not get out because I didn't know what I was going to do. I need to get out my Better Press, which I did see something this weekend about an alternative way to do it without the Better Press system itself. I don't know about that one yet. I have not tried it, so I am not going to do it tonight. I have to try it first, make sure it works before I don't want you guys to try something and damage anything unless I've tried it first. Okay, give me just a second to pull out the hot foil system, which is behind all my things. I haven't played with it in a couple of days, so it was hiding back where it's in his home. Okay. So we're playing with all the fun things as well. We've got some of the big tools. Hey, Lucinda, and hey, Pam. Welcome, welcome. So I don't know what the yeses were about. Was that about foil? Or was that about Better Press? Or was that just about drinking? Lucinda says, sorry so late here from Toasty, Florida. What? I think you've told me before, but you know what? I'm in Sanford. So I'm sure that we're not too far apart. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn on and heat up my glimmer system. So what Terry is wanting to know, red or gold foil would seem to be cool. So are you talking about foiling up the glasses in red or gold? Or are you talking about doing another leafy panel? Oh my god, that would be gorgeous too. Any color. Okay, South of Venice. Awesome. I know where Venice is. I got married in Venice. So when you see my logo picture, that picture of Debbie with the sunset and the pier behind us, that was on the beach that is, what was the name of that pavilion? They had just put in a pavilion like right there when I found it. So yeah, we got married right on the beach there. We stayed at I can't remember the name of the B&B. Everybody was staying at B&Bs. It was such a cute little town. Yes, right next door to Sharky's. It was right next door to Sharky's. And we still have some little shark's teeth that we found while we were there too. That I got them so that I brought them home so we could do something with them, and then we never did. Okay, better press system. One of the questions I heard somebody ask at the summit this weekend, it was not during my session. My session was on a light up card, which is this one. This is the light up card that I made for the summit. Cute little Santa. Anyway, someone had asked, will this work in every... Sharon is in Saskatchewan, Canada. Welcome in. And Kelly says, I make them into chains. Oh, you make shark teeth into chains. Wow. Lucinda says, yep, I just haven't bought one yet. Well, I'm thinking you're talking about the Better Press system. I love the Better Press system. Absolutely do. I love it from the day that I saw it. Denzel from Spellbinders demoed it for me at Creativation year before last. That one was up in Ohio, and I've absolutely loved the whole idea of it. Okay. But I also know that some folks... Okay, so Terry Cooper was talking about both. Glasses and leaves would look good in red and gold. Absolutely. This makes it very, very, very easy to get a perfect stamping every time. And I have had trouble trying to do... Oh, you bought it and haven't tried it yet. Well, honey child, you need to fix that. Okay, getting my stuff out of the way. This is the way the Better Press works. First off, we've got the chase, and then this is the platen. I'm pretty sure I've got the names right. We've got some additional shims, and there are 3 shims that come with it, and one of them had snuck out. And these are just so that you can get... Oh, that's not the right... This one goes with that. I've got another one around here somewhere. I don't know where it is. This piece is magnetic. So it's magnetic. And I'm following something that I saw, I think it was Jennifer McGuire do, and I've got plastic packaging taped to the top of it, mostly just to make it so that it's easier to clean up and it doesn't get my mat all stained. Because we're going to be using archival inks primarily on this. Archival inks, they're from Ranger, they're made specifically for the Better Press, and I've got a bunch of them. Yeah. So most of these are Better Press inks, and a couple of them are just regular archival. And the reason that I'm using, you can use both of them. You can use any inks you want to on this. The archival inks are going to just work better. Okay. So we've got that. Then we've got our plate here that I haven't even tried out yet. This is going to be the first try out with it. And after folks are saying something about gold, I think one of the things I'm going to use on it is some of the Lisa Horton ink, because that is gorgeous. And that I think I'm going to do first. So anyway, we've got this. And just put it down where you want it to go on your card. We've got registration marks. So you've got the 5x7, and then you've got the 4 1/4 by 5.5. And I do A2 size cards. And as long as this fits pretty much in there where I want it to, I'm good. What we've got on this part is registration marks that match. Okay, so we can just put some cardstock over the top. Yeah, this feels like heavyweight. I'm going to use my best ever craft tape from Spellbinders to tape it on there, tape it in place. Now, if you have a design that kind of goes over the edges, you can just put a little piece of tape in the middle. It does create a bump there, so sometimes your design won't come out exactly perfect. We don't have to worry about it on this one because I'm going to tape it, I think, here and here, which is not going to be... It's not going to mess with our design. I just have to make sure both, it's magnetic said. Okay, yes, matches. The reason I'm being careful with that is that we have to turn it over and it's going to go this way when it goes through there. But it's going to stay on there, okay? It does not get inked up until we run it through a die cutting machine. So, where's my Lisa Horton? Did I hide them from myself again? There they are. Okay. So for Lisa Horton, I think the one that is going to look the best is going to be this one because it has got it's blue on white cardstock and it's gold on dark cardstock. This one is orange on light, purple on dark. It wouldn't show up as well, in my opinion, on black, and I want it to show up really well. So it really just depends on what kind of design you want to do. And when you're using the Better Press inks, those are with a felt pad. This one is a foam pad. So with the felt pad, you need to tap and twist. This one, I'm just going to be gentle and just kind of rub it across the top. You can see the ink on there. And just tapping it on to get a little more on there. And I don't use these often enough, so that means they are still pretty juicy, because I don't use them often enough. Okay, and now we're just going to put that on top. Again, we have to have the card facing down. I've done it upside down before. Yeah. And then we're going to put them onto those little connectors. Everything's magnetized, and those are spring-loaded. So that means that it's going to hover over our design until we run it through the machine to add pressure. So, bringing back out my Platinum 6, probably, other than my paper trimmer, this is probably my most used tool. And we're just going to run that through. And then, of course, I dropped it. And now, you got that little bit of shimmer there. Now, this one isn't really dark. This is a real subtle look, but I still think that that is pretty. And you might be able to see the texture on there because it's pressed in. I used a heavyweight cardstock, so if you use heavyweight cardstock, the Better Press papers themselves are fabulous for this. But yeah, the thicker the cardstock, the better it's going to give that impression. You can use regular cardstock. I do it all the time. But what you're going to get with that is basically a stamp with a little bit of a deboss, but the thicker the cardstock, the more of a deboss you're going to get, if that makes sense. So that means we now have 4 background panels. And I did good. I didn't cover up any of our cute little guys. You can do that with embossing ink and powder. Embossing powder gives a raised texture. This is actually debossed, so it goes down into it. So welcome in, MDO Crafting. Yeah, MDO Crafting. Welcome. Thank you so much. Okay, so we got ads about to start in about a minute over on Twitch. And I'm surprised my little banner isn't popping up, but that's okay. Okay, I think I'm going to do another one. This time I'm going to do white cardstock and use some of the Better Press ink. And it's going to be a little bit more bold. And let's see, what do we want to do? I think blues are my favorite. Can you re-ink it and run it through again? Possibly. The problem is, if it shifts at all, it's going to be really hard to do it. That's why we use the Misties, because hopefully it's not going to shift on us on that, right? But it's always possible that it could shift. I probably don't have that ad thing set up right. Yeah, something's not set up right. So I'll set that one up again later. So yes, you could, but I wouldn't recommend it. You'll get a really good coverage the first time around as long as you put enough ink down. I'm going to use just regular archival ink because I kind of want to do the red. And I'm going to put this me go ahead and line this back up, and then I need to clean that plate so it doesn't commingle the colors, right? This needs to be red, not blue. Yeah, Mary, for some reason the point system wasn't working, hon. I have no idea why, because I fixed it before. I probably turned something off and can't remember what it was that I turned off. So since this is water-reactive ink, you can clean it off with water. And still get it all over your hands. Okay, that did pretty good. When it comes to the archival inks, I either use archival ink cleaner or I use alcohol, which I don't know where my alcohol is. I couldn't find this yesterday, and it's right there. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the tap and twist that Denzel recommended. And this is where if you're using a smaller plate, you'll probably wind up getting ink, like I did here, onto your chase. And especially reds. Reds always stain, right? I wanted to try to keep my platform as clean as I could for as long as I could. Also, the smaller plates will move around some, and you possibly get ink on your fingers, all this stuff. But anyhow. Okay, so we're going to do this one again, too. And my heat press is pretty warm. Pop that down. And then we're going to run it through. And then I have to do a foil one because otherwise we're not going to have time to get done if Dawn is going live at 7. If she's not, I could possibly go on for a little bit longer. Lucinda says, what does that mean? What does what mean? Oh, what does the wrench mean? The wrench means that those folks are moderators. Oh, didn't show you. And right now let me fix this because, back. These are actually not as washed out as that was looking. Oh, the points. Okay, so on Twitch, you're able to do different kind of interactions by using channel points. On YouTube, there's not anything built in, so we're trying to get the things set up to work. I'm trying to get things set up so that you guys can use points that you earn to make things happen. Such as this. Welcome in, Aquaburn. Aquaburn over on TikTok. Welcome. Thank you so much.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now, back to our show.
Who did that? Terry Cooper, thank you, honey. So Terry Cooper just used something called Tangia. Tangia does work on all the platforms, and it costs like 50 cents to do a thing. Or on Twitch, I've got him set up as channel points over there. So if you're on Twitch, you can use channel points as long as you've earned them so far. So how did you do that? I pushed a button on my stream deck. Cats worked. Mary, you fixed it. It wasn't working like 5 minutes ago. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, welcome in, Aquaburn, over on Twitch. On TikTok. I'm new on TikTok for live streaming. This is basically my first time over. And you can tell, this is... Okay. Y'all are going crazy. That's how Mary did it over on Twitch, because she wanted to make the things happen. Okay. So this is kind of dirty now, but that's okay. Yeah, I lied. I don't know why, but my point system is not working today, so it's probably not going to tell you how many points you got, but it was working a little bit ago. That's what's funny. I had some folks doing some things, and it worked, and then it stopped working. And I have no idea why. But anyway, this one looks lovely. And now we're going to do this on hot foil. So you can use your metal plates. This is metal. You can use your plates to do the better press on the better press system. I will be experimenting to see if it works and how well it works with the alternative method where somebody showed how you could do it without the better press, just using your regular die cutting machine. So I'm going to have to try the sandwich that she showed. But you can also do this with your hot foil system, which I don't have any foil over here, but that's okay. So here is my glimmer system. And what we're going to do, because this is metal, it will transfer the heat. That's the important part. You cannot use the glimmer system, the glimmer plates, which are thicker. You can see how thin that is? That are thicker with the better press because you could break it. Okay? We're going to do that. We'll turn this back on because it had time to heat up and stop. And now we're going to use that. Think I do have a link for Tangia in case anybody's interested in doing that. I did add things. Now I have to find it. Chat. Okay, so that should put into the chat, if it's working. There we go. Want to troll the streamer? Check out the Tangia app, and it should put in there also a link. But it doesn't look like it's going to YouTube. What the heck? All my things are not working. I am not happy. Well, did I turn off all the things going onto YouTube? I don't think I did. It seems like it's all of the YouTube stuff that is not wanting to work. So I'm going to have to... Okay, guys, just expect this. I will probably be doing a test stream over the next couple of days after I get some other stuff done that I've got to get done, because, yeah. I've got some recording I need to get done for a new, for the class that's for the, Light Up Card mini course. I need to get some more recording done for that. So what we're going to do with this, going to take me, let's do it on black. And I'm going to do some, let's see, what color do we want to do on black? So I got lots of different colors of foil. So the one that I took out is my gold, which would be fabulous. I think I'm going to go with gold. And then, kind of thinking rainbow. That's fuchsia. I've got green, rainbow, bright pink. I'm going to go with what was suggested earlier. Oh, of course, Mary wants purple. Do I have a purple in here that is a good one? I'm going to say fuchsia might work. I've got a magenta that I don't use because it just doesn't transfer. I have no idea why. So Lucinda has been waiting till on sale. Been going crazy with buying. Yes, I get it. Okay, so the way that this is going to work, got piece card stock. Oh, I decided I was going to go with black to start off with. Black and gold, because that is so classy. And this is a fairly large plate, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut a piece of the foil the size of my cardstock. Okay. And whenever you're using any kind of foil, you want to make sure that the shiny side is facing away from the card, right? Because this way it's not going to be pretty. With hot foil, the way that it works, though, is this side has the adhesive. So we're going to want to put it down, shiny side down. Then we put our cardstock on top. Then we put our thin shim and our spacer pad and hit the timer button. And this is one of the things I absolutely love about my glimmer system. You don't have to think about the time or the temperature or whether or not it's going to get too hot or warped. I've used the Gemini foil press before. I used it enough just to try to learn what I was doing. I got confused about time and temperature on all the things because I was, of course, not writing it all down. And, of course, I forgot in between usage. And I used it just enough for it to warp and break. So I had to buy another platform. And then I gave up. It just is what it is. You know, I gave up. This is going to be so pretty though. As soon as that as soon as that light finishes flashing, we're going to run it through our die cutting machine, just like the other ones. Like I said, my die cutting machine is probably my most used tool, and I used to hate die cutting. I don't hate it anymore. It's like it's quick and easy to get so many things done. So has anyone heard from Dawn yet? I'm going to refresh her YouTube screen and see if she has scheduled anything. Nope, she has had a lot of stuff going on, though, so that is totally fine. And while I'm at it, I'm just checking my other streams to see how they are doing. Well, that explains that. Nobody has actually been on my vertical YouTube because I had it as private. Oh, it stopped linking. Lucinda is impatient. She wants to see this thing. Okay, so we just pull it out. And we're going to run it through. Do they make fluorescent foil? They make all sorts of colors of foil. No problem, Lucinda. That is not a problem at all, honey. Okay, so I'm going to pop it back in there. This is another thing I learned about the other system. The other system, you were not supposed to put it back in immediately. This one, they actually recommend that you keep it in there if you're going to be using it. Okay, so when you're foiling, one thing you should notice is the imprintation. If you're seeing the imprints, this doesn't matter if you're doing hot foil or toner foil. If you can see the imprints on there before pulling it off, it probably means that your foil is at least partially stuck down. So I'm just going to let it cool a little bit. That way the adhesive has a chance to cool, right? So it doesn't pull off. And that feels pretty cool. And ready? 3, 2, 1. And how gorgeous. This actually turned out better than I was thinking. Oh, okay. And this would be absolutely, I'm trying to think of different seasons. I mean, this would be great for like New Year's. If you make it, you could, yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to be great for all of things. Any kind of celebration. This could be for happy hour. It was just a little bit of overfoiling up at the top. You can see a little bit right there. But I'm even thinking nobody would notice. And here's another thing. Do not throw this away. Because if you get one of the flat, yes, girls' night, yes, 21st birthday, absolutely. All those things, it would be fabulous for. You can use this, though, on one of those solid plates, which I may have one over here, but I have to do at least another one like this before I go start looking at that. So next up, I'm going to do this for, hello, Miss Sharon. Welcome, welcome. Don't remember if I said hello to you earlier or not, but welcome in. So I am going to do purple. This one is actually, this is fuchsia flower. So it's a fuchsia purple. It's not a purple purple. I don't have a purple purple at this point. I don't think I have all of the foils. I just have a lot of foils. So is this a good enough purple for you? Okay. And we're going to do this one on, do we want to do it on black or on white? I think I'm kind of thinking the black. I don't do a lot of cards on black cardstock, but yeah, Jess is right. Absolutely. Welcome in, and thank you for popping in over on TikTok. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so cutting. You can also use your quick cutter. I have one, but I've got enough stuff up out on my desk, and these are big enough ones. I'm not worried about that one. So Mary agreed that she liked it on black. And she told me twice. Did you see that? Okay. Again, we're putting it with the shiny side down, touching our plate. Come on, I need to go all the way up. There we go. We're going to put our cardstock down. Cover it with our thin shim. The thin shim is also kind of heat resistant, so that's going to kind of contain some of the heat and make it work better. And then we press this little button here. And we just wait. Okay, Mary is saying, hint, hint. I know what it is she wants me to send her a card. But you know what, honey? You never filled out the form to get the 2 that are sitting on my desk. Because you've won 2 cards from me within the last few weeks. And because you come to my Thursday streams too. That I haven't mailed them out because you know what? You didn't confirm it. I've got an address. It could be wrong. I've had people move in the middle and stuff, and I don't want to do that. So, hint, hint, down in the YouTube description, at the top of the box, Lucinda says send it to me. We will do a giveaway today. We will do a giveaway. It's like right now 5 minutes till, meaning it will be, you guys get to pick the background, because I'm going to have to do the rest of it on another stream or something. Because I know I'm not going to have time. I can try. Okay, Mary says, sorry, well, I'll do it. I haven't moved until I move down there. Mary is up in Canada, and I keep on telling her she needs to move to Florida. It gets cold up there in the winter. Goodness. I would much rather deal with the heat down here. I mean, I can just stay inside in the air conditioner, you know, instead of having to deal with cold. Okay, running it through just like we did the last time. I need to move things out of the way so I don't hit them with my die cutting machine. Okay. Y'all ready to see it? So this is the purple. This one is the fuchsia flower because Mary's favorite color is purple. Okay, Deb Watkins says, I live in Texas and I welcome the cold. I'm from Alabama. Jess is saying, there's nothing wrong with a little snow. That's so pretty. Absolutely. I love looking at snow from my computer in Florida. The last time I was in snow, we went to Germany to visit my brother-in-law, my husband's brother, and their family, and they were living just outside, they were like right around Zurich, right at the border between Switzerland and Germany. Yeah, something like that. And my biggest memory right now is, first off, they were fighting all the time. Anyhow. But at one point, my mother-in-law told us that we needed to go and take their car and go off by ourselves, me and Todd. We weren't married yet. We were dating, whatever. We were together. But we wound up going and looking at a couple of castles, like ruins and stuff. It was fun. But it was friggin' cold. And every single time I went outside, my sinuses would clear. The cold air would shrink my sinuses. I'd go back inside and I couldn't friggin' breathe. It's like they would keep it like Florida hot inside, and I just don't get it. It was like, but yeah, I don't like cold. Okay, Mary. Looky. That is gorgeous. This would be great for Halloween. The colors are perfect for Halloween. Speaking of Halloween, I have got a Halloween card over here. I had to show. I'm sorry. I had to show. Thank you, Suze. Yeah. Love this. This is so cool. Okay. So, and I am keeping these so that I can do another background that's going to be the reverse. That's what you thought for Halloween. Absolutely. So gorgeous. Thank you so much, Jess. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off because I could stay here and do this all day. Next, what we're going to bring out is, we could use this to color up. I should at least show it on there. And it is right now 5 minutes to 6. But I also want to make one of the glasses. So, let me get the foil out the way and move my hot foil system a little further out of the way so I don't accidentally burn myself on anything. It doesn't get really hot, but who's trying to do a shout out? Hey, Miss Gloria worked in a castle in Germany when she was young. I had a painting of the castle. So I don't know who the shout out thing is for. Anyway, this is the stencil that if you get the bundle, this is what happens with it. Welcome, welcome, Ilka! Goes out to the side. So many pretty panels. Goodness. And I kind of like the way that I've got the vertical set up because you can still see most everything. So here are all the panels that we've made so far. Lots of cards. I could possibly combine some things, but I never do. You know, I should, but I don't. So I'm going to grab out my Misty. It has a waffle flower sticky mat inside it, and come on, I need to find it with my hand because I can't. There we go. I can't close that drawer because it's got lots of stuff on top of it right now. It's acting as a shelf. Can you show what that flat plate looks like? Flat plate. Are you talking about this? About the foil, the better press plate? Not sure what you're talking about. Okay, so for the sticky mat, I will be, by the way, adding links to everything. Oh, to do the reverse. I would say look at the ones on Spellbinders. They have different shapes. Pink Fresh Studio has one. Catherine Pooler has one. And it's basically a solid foil plate. Yeah, I'm loving the ones on black. So this is a stencil that you can get with the bundle. I'm going to have to look. To use the other pieces for the waste foil. I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me pull one up on the Spellbinders website real quick and I will show you. Where's my page? Okay, that's the right one. So this is, again, I showed you guys earlier, I've got a new link bio. So this is my new link bio. And it's Debbie J's Crafting Corner / link bio. It's the same link. Here's my Spellbinders, so it'll pull up the Spellbinders. And I'm gonna look up Glimmer Solid. That should be enough to pull up that. So we've got lots of different ones. So this one is the rectangle. So it's smaller than A2. So it gives you a little bit of space smaller than that. But there are other shapes too. So they're super fun. I've also got a full A2 size, I think it's 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 from Catherine Pooler. So I've got that one too. I know Pink Fresh Studio has got them as well. But it's basically called a solid rectangle plate. So lots of different companies have got the solid plates. I prefer the ones from Spellbinders because there's so many different things you can do with the different shapes. I think they're cool. Anyway, that I think will work good. And if you wanted to check out my link bio, which I know I have a link, but I don't know if the thing's going to actually work. Some of my buttons were not working. I know what it was. I bet I did. I bet it's not connected. That's probably what it is. It says it's connected. What the heck? Okay. So this should bring up my link bio, and if I press and hold, it should bring up the picture. Okay. It's supposed, there we go. It only posted in the chat for Twitch. That sucks. Anyway, that is the link for my link bio. I have to figure out why the things are not actually posting to YouTube like they're supposed to. So anyway, but using the link, you'll be able to get to that page I was just showing you for my link bio. That's got all the links and all the things on there. And we're going to go back and look at this thing I'm going to do with this. And I think I want to use some red ink on it too. So, Simon Hurley, what do I have? We can go with Bee Sting, and I'm gonna use this guy. I like this kind of blender because it is Pink and Main has, okay. I love Pink and Main, but they are also toner foil. Yes, there are lots of different types. So you're gonna want, for this kind of thing that we're doing, like for this, using a metal plate of any kind, whether it is a glimmer plate or in this case a better press plate, you're going to want to use ones that are designated hot foil. That's because the adhesive is built into the gray side. Okay. I think you're right, Gloria. That may have been the one of the castles that we went to see. I don't remember for sure. And we went to so many things with them. Every time when we go anywhere with my in-laws, and we used to travel with them quite a bit. Yeah, we'd always have to go look at everything. I was exhausted. Okay, anyway, you're going to want to make sure that the foil is designated for hot foil. If you don't, it's not going to stick. Okay? Hot foil, on the other hand, will stick to basically any kind of adhesive, but you don't really need to do that. This has got some special adhesive built into the back of the foil. So it's in this gray part, it is heat reactive adhesive. So that's how come this works. If you're using toner foil, the toner heats up, and that is what your adhesive is. Okay, so I think that is pretty much lined up. And I'm just going to use some Bee Sting to go over the red. So we've got red archival ink, and then we've got some Bee Sting. And I'm going to start off kind of light. And of course, I'm already shifting it around because I don't have a lot of space along the edges to do this with. Pressing it down into my sticky mat, so the sticky mat's going to hold onto it. And a couple of weeks ago, I did a live on Twitch where we were doing the same kind of thing. We had another better press plate, this one with winter roses, so pretty, that had a stencil that you could get to go along with it as well. And those just turned out absolutely gorgeous. Okay. And you could use a smaller brush or anything like that if you want to get more detail and everything, but that looks pretty cool. Jim says, my father's side of the family was the winemaker to Mad Ludwig's family. The winery closed in the late 1980s. Wow. So this looks kind of cool too. I'm also thinking that this kind of looks like it could be red wine, could be blood. You never know. So this is also another way you could do this with, I would say, maybe use some black ink around the edges to kind of grunge it up a little bit, but this could be good for like a vampire themed Halloween card. Yes, I got Halloween on the mind. Let's put the white and green, putting them away so that they're not in my way. And my cart is trying to roll away from me. So now I have way too many backgrounds. Way too many backgrounds. And that happens quite often. Okay, so next, my initial thought, I didn't even think about the backgrounds when I was thinking about, well, what can I do for this stream? And I thought, well, I do have some new stuff. I wonder when they're actually coming out, because these are packages I hadn't even opened yet. Hadn't even opened them yet. So I opened them up. It's like, oh, they were released on the 10th. Great. I can start working on these things. Of course you could. So yeah, we've got 7 backgrounds, but my initial thought was, what can I do with the glass? Because my initial thought was I could do a shaker card, but I'm not going to do that because it's already after 7 o'clock. Yeah. Do one more check for Ms. Dawn. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and do this, and I may... Squirrel. It wasn't anything No, you guys distracted me enough for the first half hour, right? And that's over there. Okay. So I'm going to take back out my die cutting stuff. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and die cut out. And I'm going to try to make sure that I use, thinking I might just do a couple of different ways we could go with this. I could die cut everything out of white and the die cutting would be really fast. Hey, Sharon. I could do that and they would be really fast. Or I could use my scraps and cut everything out of the right color. The die cutting would take longer, but then I wouldn't have to color anything. Okay, thank you, Jim. I bet you're right. I bet you're right. Or I could just go with panels that I have over here. Let's see what we have. And it could go over any of these. These are just so pretty. So for the glass, I think I kind of want to go with... Ooh, here's a pretty blue. We can do that. I'm going to have to look and see how the sunset is assembled, which I don't normally do. I normally just wing it. But right now I'm thinking I probably need to at least look to see how the sunset is supposed to look so that I can get all the colors right. Okay. So I know what everything is. Usually I just play around with it and figure it out. So I can go with blue for the glass. Actually, that's kind of what they did. Blue for the outline. Actually, I like the dark blue one too. I'm going to go with this one. Now, this is water. This is the background of the frame of the glass, which means this would really be a good one for a shaker. Welcome back in, Miss Linda. Welcome, welcome. Okay. And then the colors of the sun just look weird. They've got like pink and orange. So I'm thinking, what other colors of blue do I have over here? That's a good water blue. So we could go this with the background, this for the sky, this for the water. Okay. Kind of got that one. And then yellow sun. And then I kind of want green for the islands. I think that would do it. Do I have a scrap of green in here? I have to use the full one. Could go with this. Kind of want more of this one though. Do I have another scrap of that? I've got too many scraps in here that don't actually belong in this bin, is what my problem. I separated everything out except for my blue, greens, and purples. They need to be separated. Okay, I'm gonna go with this, and then I'm just gonna use some color for that, I think. Can you use vellum for the water and color it blue? Absolutely. But it's, like I said, the reason I'm doing it this way is because Todd. Todd, is the Todd not hungry? Great question. He's not in the house. Dinner time is usually 8 o'clock until we have the time change, and then it will be 7 o'clock. But dinner time is 8 o'clock, and he is still out on his bicycle because it is still light out. He didn't actually leave until after we started streaming. I'm going to do this one. And I'm using, for anybody who is new and doesn't know, this is from the die cutting machine I'm using is my Platinum 6, but I'm also going to be using my Magic Mat. My Magic Mat has saved all of my die cutting plates. I haven't had to buy another die cutting plate since I started using the magic mat. This one's also a little bit warped, which means I need to straighten it out, and I haven't got time right now to do it. So I'm going to be taping my pieces in place so that they don't shift around while I'm die cutting. Okay, we got that one, and then, so this is going to be for the sky, and I decided I wanted the light blue for the sky. And then this medium blue is going to be for the water. And I think I could go with another color, but I'm thinking that this would probably still work good for the water, this piece of the water, which is basically the reflection of the sun. And that could be the reflection of the sun or the moon. So this could be done as a nighttime one, but I'm not doing it as a nighttime one right now. Okay, we got that. And then I'm going to do my little sun, and it's going to be a sun. I'm going to have to do it as a nighttime scene at some point, because that'll be cool. Okay, and then this is basically the top of the glass. I'll do it with white, I think, and then I can color it a little bit. Shadow it in a little bit with my markers, maybe. Yes, ma'am, Lucinda, you can. The Big Shot and the Platinum 6 both use the same thickness of a platform, so you can absolutely do that. My recommendation is always check the website of the company you're getting your stuff from. Scrapbook.com has got a great area for all of their magic mats. Every single one of their magic mat listings tells you which machines it works with. The biggest mistake that folks have is picking the wrong size and not getting the right size for their specific machine. I've got a big kick, which is the same as a Big Shot, and I've got a video up when I first got my magic mat and used it on that machine. What is the dual mat? So, I didn't see the question, but I'm thinking the dual mat might be the new magnetic that's supposed to be coming out. Would you put against the platform? Okay, so what we're doing... Does this not work? Why did... This one shifted because I didn't tape it down. I was thinking, wait a minute, why isn't this cutting right? So the mat, it's a self-healing mat, so you're going to cut into the self-healing side. What Jim is talking about is the magnetic one. There is a new magnetic magic mat coming out from scrapbook.com. I'm on their list for them to let me know when it comes in. And it's going to be a magnet on one side, and the other side is going to be your cutting surface. So that's going to help to hold your plates in place even better than having a nice flat mat does. Because there are times where it's going to get warped. Yeah. So, Mary, I know that you just did the summit with a shaker card, but doesn't that make you think of a shaker card? You use a magnetic platform. That would work too. I believe that it should be able to hold through it, but the magic mat here it is designed for you to cut into. It also absorbs the pressure. So I've even seen folks that have been able to do, have used two magic mats instead of using an acrylic plate at all. And I've done that a few times, but not a lot. Yeah, I know this is what my first thought was I would be making a shaker with this, but I don't really have the time to do that tonight. I'll just have to do it again. Yeah. So getting all of the pieces, and then this one I have to cut again because, yeah, it kind of, yeah, it shifted. It shifted because it was right where that part is a little bit warped. Okay. So, might as well look and see how everything goes together. Okay, so there's that. So that part is going to be the sky. Right? Yeah, that's the sky. This is the top of our water, so I'm going to be coloring it in a little bit so it's not going to be stark white. This is going to be here, because we're going to have a darker color behind it, because that's going to be the water, and then we'll have the sun up there. So the ones that I still need to do is the darker blue. Where's my darker blue panel? I need to do some more with this one. And then I need my little islands. And there's also a straw and a pick so that you could add something to the top if you want. I think I'm going to keep this one pretty basic, though. Mostly so we can get done. Because, I mean, look at it. It's got, this other set has got a little umbrella in it. It's got an umbrella. It's got a little flamingo that can be like a flamingo pick. It's just too cute. I also thought that this would be real cool for like a window card. So like have the sunset or whatever built on the inside of the card, and then have it as a clear window going through, or even a shaker with acetate on both sides as the door, and then have the design on the inside. Those are some of the ideas that I had right off the bat, but I'm not doing them tonight because I am about out of time. And that's my fault for talking to you guys too much at the beginning, so love y'all. I'm sorry, but you know. Okay, so I gotta look at it again. I always have to audition everything to see if it's gonna look the way I want it to look. So that looks cool. And then we've got this little bit here. And the easiest way for me to do that, I'm just gonna line them up with the bottom, because the curve at the bottom is the same for all three pieces, which means it's gonna be real easy to put together. And then we have our sun right there at the edge. And then we have our little islands. So I'm going to go ahead and start gluing these together. And then we can pick which of the backgrounds do we want to put on. You can cut die cuts to make it thicker, or maybe 6 or 7. Absolutely. If you guys have gotten my cards, you know that they do tend to be a little thick. They're almost always. Sorry, Lucinda, the witch scared you. Well, that's like when they got me with Sully. It's like, it's so funny. It's like when they use the Tangia things, sometimes I'm not expecting it, and I've got a short up on my channel where I was recording a couple of weeks ago and it turned all of the effects off. And you know what? I apparently at one point when I was recording, I had not turned all the effects off. So that was... Okay, we're just going a little batty here. Okay, I will replay that. Let me pull up my Tangia stuff, because I did hear the point and laugh. At least I think it was the point and laugh. P-A-N. There we go. I should be able to play the last interaction. Yep. And again, you guys that are watching the horizontal, I do apologize. I will be adjusting things, so you will be able to see the interactions. This is my first stream doing vertical in at least a few months. Because I was trying it before, and then I was having too much trouble with the internet. My internet is fixed. But I was having too much trouble with the internet, so I had not been doing any of those. Among Us, guys. So you guys can hear everything, you just can't see it. Oh my goodness. But I will be fixing that now that I know that it's broken. Sometimes I just I don't know that things are broken, so I have to fix them. Okay, so there we have our little scene so far, and I just need to add our islands. And, of course, after all of this is done, I'm probably going to still cut out some of these guys. There's some flowers and stuff in there, as well as the umbrella. I love it. That goes on that side. And then this one, I think I'm going to actually... I just had a... Oh my god, I just lost my constitution! Are you talking about because of the Among Us guys? Okay, I'm gonna just trim off that little bit of extra island there, because you don't actually have to have them all the way to the edge, right? You can have them just peeking a little bit. And I think I'm gonna do something I never do. I'm gonna draw myself a little bird for a couple of them. I've got a couple of little birds up there in the sky. I never noticed that the last one shakes his booty. They all shake their booty, I think. Okay, and this needs a little bit of blue. Do I have... Let me see. There's my... And this probably has some blue ink on it. I don't know. Okay, I'm seeing some, but not much. Let me grab out... Let's do clear skies. I love that I now know what all of my inks are. I did this week. I did this week, and then I put them in rainbow order in there so that I could actually know what I'm pulling out, and it doesn't take me forever to pull out my inks. And I think I'll hold a little bit darker. Let's see. Is that what I want? That looks good, I think. What do you think? Yeah. I mean, this is a kind of a blue-greenish color in there, but that's fine. It's what I had in my stash, so you use what you have in your stash, or use white and color them. Which I probably will do that at some point, too, because I think that would be fun. Okay. So there is everything that's on the inside. Super fun. And then you can add... So this one, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know. If you guys do decide to make this into a shaker, which I will be doing at some point in time, recommendation is going to be cut multiples of this through with some heavy cardstock. Got this lightweight stuff. This is great for going over the top, but I would say cut several of them to make your well width. You're not going to be able to get your foam this thin. And if you do manage to cut foam that is that thin, it's probably not going to hold anything in. But if you layer up your cardstock, it should be good to be able to add on there. That's my plan anyway. Also, in order to get this one, because the line is so fine, I'm just tapping it onto my hand to get a little bit of glue around all of those. So far, this is awesome. Thank you so much, Gaz. You're so sweet. Okay. Happy. Okay, so I picked it up just enough, right, so that I could press these in there to make sure everything is right where I want it. And there is our glass. Okay, so now, where is our backgrounds? Where'd I put them? Oh, they're all over here. So we're going to have to take a look and see what do we want to put this on, right? So that has nice contrast. That has nice contrast. That has nice contrast. Cute cat.
Thank you, Agent K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you will, look right here.
Again, for you guys.
You're finally awake.
For you guys that didn't catch that, that one was actually one, again, it's another one of the Tangia effects. Love those. But that one was, hey, John! We was wondering where you were. I'm thinking this one might be, I don't know. It's real good contrast with the top, but not so much with the stem. And then we got that. You just got home, huh? Y'all need to tell me which one you want me to go with on this, because it could go with any of them. So happy to see you, Miss Dawn. I wasn't sure if you were going to be popping in or anything, and that is totally fine. You do what you got to do, right? We have a lot of panels. I have to. Okay, Eyeline is saying on green. So we have 3 greens. We have our foils. Okay. Jim likes the light background. So you're thinking this one? I do like that. And that was our original panel that we did with a little bit of ink. So it's basically the same as this one with the Simon Hurley ink, but on a green background. And I do like that too. I'm thinking that is really cool. Okay, I'd say everybody is liking this one, right? Okay. I'll take these away, which means I've got more things to play with. And I just have to cut out more of those, more of the glasses and all these fun goodies. And put them on my magnet so I don't lose any of the bits. And you saw how easy it was. I mean, you guys were keeping me very distracted the whole time I've been on here. So we've also got a little, no, actually, I think I'm going to make the flag. And there's a little hello, so that makes our sentiment. Okay, so let's see. I want to do the pick out of, let's do it out of black. Mostly because it will match our little birds that I drew on there, which I never draw. Who? Us? We don't distract. No, y'all never distract me. But I may have to just do some TikTok streams, just cutting things out and see how that does too. So what I need to hear from, let's see if there's anybody still hanging out over on TikTok. Last person to say anything was Jess. And people keep popping in and out. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that one out, and then I think I'm going to do the flag out of white. Do I have any white over here? Yes, I do. It's a little teeny weeny flag. And then we've got this little hello thing that can pop in there. That I think it fits. Okay, it doesn't fit in this one. There's actually 2 flags, okay? See that? One is thicker than the other. So you can cut out multiple flags, right? But you're going to need to use the wider one if you want your sentiment to be able to go on it. So that's what I'm going to do. So it says hello, and then just put that onto there. Come on. Go where I want you. Lining it up a little bit. If it's a little bit off, it's a little, I don't really care. That's nice. Blame us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. And then I'll put that one down, and I'll just trim this off. And now I've got my little flags to be able to do, and that means that I've got a little sentiment. Okay, honey, you have a wonderful night. Gaz, you have a great night, honey. I will see you later. And thank you so much for popping in. I really appreciate it. You don't know. I'm counting this as basically a successful a successful test of doing the vertical and horizontal live streams again. Did I ever finish going horizontal? No, I didn't. So I didn't get any views on the vertical on YouTube because I went on private and forgot to go public until just now. I thought I did, and then I got distracted and forgot to hit save. So anyway, but I have been live streaming over there even if it wasn't live. So tonight we were live streaming on, there's a little hello. We were live streaming on YouTube, YouTube Vertical, Twitch, and TikTok. So first time on TikTok. Okay, I have to put up what you said, Kelly. I think Debbie would get distracted even if she was on her own. I've told some of y'all the story. Me and Todd. Who am I saying hello to? Well, thank you so much for popping in. Creatively Melissa. I accidentally didn't go live on, I accidentally didn't go public live on YouTube, so the vertical one, it's gonna be, yeah. You'll want to go back and watch the replay. I am also horizontal live on YouTube right now, and I'm live streaming to Twitch and to TikTok right now, so I think all of those, I don't know if TikTok has got a replay or not, but everything else has got a replay, so you can definitely see all the stuff that you missed, because this is what we've been playing with tonight. These are gorgeous. So, this is the Better Press. What's it called? So, the die is Sunset in a Glass, and the Better Press plate, I don't remember the name. I will put links to everything down in the description on my YouTube videos when we get done. But this is the one we're going to be finishing up right now. Love this. This is so cute. So let's take... I'm just going to attach it. I don't know if I'm going to use both of the flags or not, but if I do, great. If I don't, great. Doesn't matter. And then... I think that's perfect. That is going to be perfect. Okay. And then, of course, because I love it, I am going to be layering this up on some foam because love my foam. So hopefully next week I will do things right and get everything set up better. I tried to this week and didn't quite work out the way I planned, but that's kind of how it is when I start trying out new things. Back to being distracted. I've told several of you guys the story. Todd, my husband, has been a triathlete for a very long time, okay? So several years ago, we were up in Panama City Beach, and he was doing the Ironman up there. I think it was actually a half Ironman. And we were sitting there having breakfast at the hotel, and we're talking, and I just turn and say, squirrel, because there was a squirrel outside the window. It actually literally happened. Yes, I said I saw a squirrel out the window, and the squirrel distracted me from whatever it was Todd was telling me. Let's see, do I have any of it showing? Yep, there's a little bit of the foam showing, so I'm going to trim out a little bit more. That's never happened to any of you guys before, right? I think it's probably a Debbieism. It's probably just me. I'm probably the only one that has ever actually gotten distracted by an actual squirrel. Okay. And I think I'm going to put a little bit more up on my top part because Mary says nope, never. Lucinda says nope. It's a Debbie thing, yeah. I distract myself. I am starting to do something a little bit different this week too. Hopefully I can keep it up because it would probably be more healthy. Yesterday I went for a walk 3 times during the day. I got to a kind of a stopping point and decided I've been sitting for an hour and a half. I'm going to go for a walk because I don't do that. Usually I stay and I sit here so long. And I remember back when I was a bookkeeper, I could do that a lot. I mean, I could get a lot of work done and I would sit at my desk for so long. And at some point I had to just get up and go say hi to people. Okay, Mary says, I got distracted by a chipmunk when I was driving to my trailer. Well, I hope that the reason you got distracted by the chipmunk was so that you wouldn't run over it. That's acceptable. I mean, talking to your husband and getting distracted and not listening to him anymore because... In this Pete, am I crazy? What? Yes, and he was cute. Okay, cool. Okay, this piece of foam is not wanting to cooperate. So I don't know what it is that Lucinda was talking about in the heat. Are you talking about him, me walking in the heat. Oh, yeah. Well, Todd is only riding his bicycle at very high speeds, and this is bicycle at very high speeds, and he's been gone for like an hour and a half almost. Well, luckily I live in a neighborhood that is mostly trees. We took down like 40 of them out of our yard, oak trees. And it wasn't too hot, thank goodness. And the first walk I did yesterday, they were only they're probably about, they were short walks. I went down to the mailbox and back. And I told you guys in the past that my mailbox and back is like a quarter mile. I was wrong. It's 0.43 miles from my front door to my mailbox and back. Okay, we're gonna go right out there, and then I gotta fix my little stem on my glass. There. And then we'll trim a little bit off at the top, because that is super cute, but I have to have a border around the edges. I have to have it. Okay. So you guys are waiting for the giveaway. I don't think that it will work with TikTok using the system I'm using, but it should work with everybody else. Let's see, where's my giveaway stuff? Why is it not playing over on the vertical? It's supposed to be. I got this little video that says that we're doing a giveaway. And so I want you guys to type into, let me first reset it. I know some of you guys already know the thing, so let me reset it, make sure it's right. Reset drop. Type into the chat, ! join, like what Miss Mary did, because Miss Mary jumped the gun. And she wants to win this card. She wants me to mail her 3 of them. I'll probably be just mailing a package. So yeah, go ahead. If you want to win this, whether you are on YouTube or on Twitch, go ahead and type into the chat, ! join in order to get in on the giveaway. Okay, trim a little bit off there. I don't want to trim off any of the bottom, so I'm going to move this up to 5 1/4. And then we're trimming the 2 sides down, so it's going to be at 4. Let's see what kind of card base I've got for this. Could go with black. Don't have a navy. I do have a light blue. That might work. And, of course, we've got our basic whites. So we got 11 folks in the drawing. If you are over on TikTok and want to get in, just pop on over to my YouTube channel. It's going to be youtube.com/GettyJ's Crafting Corner /live. Hello, Elfig. Welcome. Sharon, you need to remove the period. Yes, it's exclamation point join. It's like all one word. There's no space. There's no dot in between. It is exclamation point join. Perfect. So we got this on white. I'm thinking craft is probably not going to look quite right. Don't really like that. It says time up, but I think I'm going to actually get a little bit more time. I'm thinking the white actually looks better. It makes everything pop, and it ties in with our little banner there. So, let me turn around my card base, make sure it's right. So I'm going to give you a little bit more time, okay, while I finish putting this together. And go ahead and just glue that sucker down. And we will be done. I know this took a little bit, but I was talking and actually explaining things and made many more panels than what we actually needed. It wouldn't have taken nearly that long to make just one card. This is kind of how I do it. Although without the cream is cute. Uh-oh, I capitalized my join. Is that okay? I would say try it either way. I think capital letters is fine as well. I didn't write the software that's doing it. It's basically the same folks that put together, well, it's the one that's got all of the emote wall and all that stuff. It's called Social Stream Ninja, and they keep changing things on me. I had to redo things. Yeah, I had to redo things this week. Oh, this turned out so cute. So right now, the people that can see this the best are the ones that are on vertical. Because the ones that are on horizontal got a big banner across it. Okay. Oh, what did I do to my arm? This one right here? That was where I burnt myself on the side of a pot that I took off the stove that I didn't realize. I was one of those things where I think I got distracted talking to Todd. So I just pressed my hand to get up against it, and it's been, I don't know, a couple of months. The scar's going away, which is good. I still don't know what this means. Many ideas, thank you. I'm so glad I was able to help. So I do go... USPS wants a lot of info for Canadians to be able to mail in the U.S. Yeah, I know. Okay, so nobody else has entered into it. We're down to we have 12 people in the giveaway. I'll give you another second. If you want to get in, you need to go ahead and type it in. Just saying. And as a reminder, if you haven't already, be sure to smash the like, subscribe, share, all the things to help me grow my channel and help me basically bring more fun folks in to hang out with you guys. That is my goal. And I am so happy that we have some new folks in here tonight. Oh, the one. Okay, this is almost gone. I think I had my hand like this while I was sleeping and twitched in the middle of the night. I used to have bruises on my arms all the time, specifically because I would twitch while I was sleeping. Somebody else is saying hi. Who's saying hi? Well, welcome in, Miss Lisa Morgan. Welcome, welcome. And I don't know why I don't have it putting up on the screen. I have too many chats up. That one's not working. I'm going to try them again anyway. Because, okay. Anyhow. So we're going to go ahead and draw for someone to... Oh, thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate it. In case you guys didn't catch it earlier, I am right now live streaming on YouTube and Twitch and TikTok and Vertical for YouTube. So I'm doing all the things today. On Thursday, I will be live streaming to Twitch. Okay, so I should be starting around 12 o'clock on Thursday. Could be earlier, could be later. It's not set in stone, but I am going to be sending out an email to you guys probably around noonish saying that I'm going live. So I would love for you to come and hang out with me. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. But the last couple of weeks I've actually been recording videos that are not out yet. So those are ones that I still have to finish getting done. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and do the drawing. So, and Linda had to make sure she got in. Absolutely. Have I stopped streaming on Instagram? I only did a couple of times on Instagram because I was struggling because of the whole internet connection thing. Today is my first time back just trying to do vertical again. And that's because of a couple of things. Number one, my internet got fixed. So there were some issues with my internet in general for upload where there was some kind of, it's a technical thing. It was not in my house. It was in my neighborhood and Spectrum had to fix it and they got it fixed a couple of weeks ago. So that is good. The other part is that there's been a couple of new things that have come out within the last couple of weeks for OBS, which is the software that I use to broadcast it's open broadcast software that I use to broadcast my stream everywhere. And they're also found a way to be able to stream to TikTok. I think they may have just changed their rules a little bit, but it's a little bit different. So now I'm able to actually stream. I'm streaming right now on TikTok for the second time. Yesterday I did a real short test to see if it actually worked before trying to do it with you guys. Okay. So I have my TikTok up. The last couple of times that I've tried streaming to Instagram and doing the vertical, the stream was so bad, not the content, but the quality of the stream going through. It really sucked. Leanne says, I just wanted to watch you. I didn't even know there was a giveaway. Most Tuesday nights, I do give away one of the cards that I work on. So that's just something that these guys have kind of gotten used to, and I probably need to stop it. I do plan on doing some different types of giveaways going forward, but I have to figure out what kind of goals do I want you guys to help me reach for those giveaways. So if you guys have any ideas, be sure to leave them over on the Facebook group or over on Twitch. Over on Discord. Those are two of the best ways to get in touch with me. If you want to find out all the places that you can find me, go to Debbie J's Crafting Corner /link bio. I've got a brand new link bio that I just put up today, and I believe all the links are correct. But up at the top, there's a little thing of all the different places that you can find me. Anyhow, yeah, I'd love for you to join our Facebook groups. We have a lot of fun here every week, and I don't think, let's see, is Ruth still here? Because that's something else I haven't done yet. I need to do the giveaway, but I haven't done the stream showcase yet. And Ruth, I think, is the only person that put anything in the Discord. When I hit 7,000 subscribers, well, let me take a look. Right now, I'm at 6613. So, yeah. I'm at 6613 right now, so it's not going to be too long. It should be by the end of the year. But that means you guys would have to wait a while to get any kind of giveaways. So we may want to try doing like a subscriber push or something. So that is another thought. Because I need to get rid of some stuff. Okay, she's not here, but one thing that I am doing also is we're doing what's called a stream showcase. And that is where you can post pictures of the things that you're working on, and I will show them off on stream. We're gonna do the giveaway. Fabulous. I would love for them to come and hang out with us, and I've got a lot of videos up, so hopefully there's something there that you like. No, I think that that's a great idea, Mary. I'm just thinking it's gonna take a while unless you guys really kick it, right? You guys gotta help me do that. I'm doing my best. Okay. I need to do the winner. Okay, let's do the winner. Who's gonna be? Who's gonna win? And it is Miss Lucinda. Wow, that is awesome. Yay! Congratulations. So to claim your prize, down in the, you'll put it in your newsletter. Fabulous. Okay, so sorry about that. So, in the description of the video on YouTube, there is a box up at the top that says that if you're the winner of tonight's giveaway, fill out the form. So that's going to get me your information so I can get this in the mail to you. Okay? So, yay! Well, Mary was real lucky. She wound up getting like 3 in a row, which are still sitting on my desk, but hopefully will go out the next day or so. She said she filled out the form. So, yeah, anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that that is going to be it, guys. Thank you again so much for coming and hanging out with me. First, I need to do something on Twitch. On Twitch, they've got something that's called rating. So we are going to raid out. And let's see, who do we have that we can raid to? I'm going to check and see who I'm following that is doing something crafty. So the traveling tatter she's doing her tatting thing. Fabulous, Miss Mary. Thank you, thank you. Okay, it looks like she is the only one that I'm following right now that is actually streaming crafty stuff. I do have another buddy that is streaming. Well, I've got several friends that are streaming, and one I haven't watched yet. Smalls is playing Overwatch 2. I haven't played Overwatch in a long time. Mary is saying Smalls. She wants to go to Smalls. What we're going to do is we're going to, if you're watching on Twitch, we're going to go over and we're going to raid the Traveling Tatter, and then I can close down the other live streams as well. So you guys have a wonderful night, and be sure to type into the chat BJCC raid with lots of hearts and show her lots of love. Okay, so that should be good for them. Yay. Everybody else, unless Dawn is gonna go live tonight, which I don't think that she is, I'll say goodbye to y'all, because I don't have anybody else on YouTube side that I can redirect to. And I don't think they have anything like that over on TikTok. But love you guys, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Unless I do a testing thing tomorrow. So y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys later. Love y'all. I have to hit the right button. There we go. Yay. Bye, guys.